Welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel. Today's deep dive into one of Sweden's most intriguing coins from the late 20th century, the 1978 Sweden 1 krona coin, specifically the no mint mark variety. Though it might appear to be an ordinary piece of currency at first glance, this coin carries with it a fascinating story of Swedish history, minting tradition, and numismatic interest that continues to captivate collectors around the world even as we step into 2025. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector, a history enthusiast, or simply curious about the value and rarity of this coin, you have come to the right place. Join me as we explore every facet of the 1978 Sweden 1 krona, from its origins and design, to its production, rarity, and the factors influencing its market value today. To truly appreciate the 1978 Sweden 1 krona coin, we must first place it within its historical and monetary context. The 1970s was a period marked by steady economic growth and modernization in Sweden. The country was under the reign of King Carl XVI Gustav, who had ascended to the throne in 1973. Just a few years prior to this coin's release, the Swedish krona was a stable and widely used currency, and the Royal Swedish Mint, located in Eskilstuna, was responsible for producing coins to meet the everyday transactional needs of the Swedish population. Unlike commemorative or special issue coins, the 1 krona piece was designed as regular circulation currency, meant to be durable, easily recognizable, and accessible to all Swedes. The year 1978 represents a mature phase in the krona's history, with modern minting technology ensuring high production quality and consistency. Importantly, the 1978 1 krona coin exists in two main varieties, those bearing a mint mark and those without. The no mint mark, or sometimes referenced as the U mint mark coin, derives its designation from the mint master's mark rather than from a separate mint facility. This subtle distinction is important to collectors and numismatists as it helps identify the specific origin of the coin within the mint's production records. Let's examine the physical specifications of the 1978 Sweden 1 krona coin, which contribute both to its utility and its collectible appeal. The coin weighs exactly 7 grams and measures 25 millimeters in diameter, making it a comfortable size for handling and daily use. It features a copper-nickel composition with a copper core plated with nickel, which provides durability and resistance to corrosion. The coin's thickness is approximately 1.9 millimeters, with a finely reeded or milled edge that assists visually impaired users in distinguishing denominations by touch. It employs medallic orientation, meaning that the obverse and reverse face the same way when flipped top to bottom, a common trait in European coinage. The obverse, or front side, is dominated by a dignified and detailed portrait of King Carl XVI Gustav, showcasing his likeness in profile. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription bearing his name and the word Sverige, Swedish for Sweden, along with the year 1978. This inscription anchors the coin historically and geographically. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the heraldic symbol of Sweden, the 3 crowns within a crowned shield, underscoring the nation's royal heritage and identity. Beneath the shield is the denomination, marked as 1 kr, with the letter U indicating the mintmaster's mark. The inscription, for Sverige I tiden, meaning, for Sweden, in time, adorns the perimeter, encapsulating a patriotic sentiment. These design elements, while modest and functional, embody the artistic and cultural values of Sweden during this era and make the coin a distinctive piece in any collection point. One of the most critical aspects for collectors when assessing a coin's value is its rarity, which often begins with the size of its mintage. The 1978 Sweden 1 krona coin was produced in exceptionally large numbers. Over 81 million pieces were minted during that year. Such a high mintage figure places this coin firmly in the category of common circulation coins. Despite this, coins with no mint mark, or U mint mark, hold a subtle allure due to their identification with the specific mintmaster's oversight. However, in the grand scheme, these coins are not rare by any conventional standard. Collectors should be aware that the likelihood of encountering this coin in heavily circulated conditions is very high, but finding specimens in pristine or near-mint condition can be challenging, given the decades of use and handling they have endured. Varieties and error coins from this year are scarce. Unlike some other coins that are famous for doubled dies, misstrikes, or unique anomalies, the 1978 Sweden 1 krona does not have any widely recognized or catalogued errors that significantly affect value. That said, any unusual specimen, whether due to a minting error or post-mint damage, should be examined by experts for authentication and valuation. Though not rare in quantity, the 1978 Sweden 1 krona no mint mark coin still holds collector interest for several reasons. Firstly, it is a key piece for anyone assembling a comprehensive collection of Swedish coins from the Carl XVI Gustav era. As part of a series spanning the 1970s and 1980s, it fills an essential slot and provides continuity in historical and artistic terms. Secondly, coins in high-grade conditions, those that show little to no wear, retain their original mint luster, and exhibit sharp details, can command a noticeable premium in the market. Collectors highly prize such specimens, and the availability of uncirculated or mint-state examples is limited. Thirdly, the nostalgic and cultural value of owning a tangible piece of Sweden's monetary past appeals to both Swedish nationals and international collectors of Scandinavian coins. Turning now to the financial aspect. How much is a 1978 Sweden 1 krona no mint mark coin worth today in 2025? Historically, this coin has never been a high-value numismatic piece due to its large mintage and base metal composition. Its market value has remained modest, often hovering around or slightly above its face value in Swedish kronor when considering average circulated coins. That said, condition is the decisive factor in valuation. Coins that are well worn with noticeable scratches, dents, or surface degradation generally fetch less than $1 on the collector market. In contrast, coins graded in very fine condition can range from around 30 to 50 cents USD, while those in extremely fine condition might approach 75 cents to $1. Uncirculated specimens, those virtually untouched since their release and exhibiting full original luster and sharpness, can command prices between $1 and $3 or slightly more. Exceptionally preserved coins that have been professionally graded by respected coin certification services may reach higher values due to the added trust and desirability that certification brings. In rare cases, if an error coin or a specimen with unique provenance appears, these can attract collectors willing to pay several times the typical price. Given all these factors, the 1978 Sweden 1 krona no mint mark coin remains a modestly priced yet sought-after collector's item in 2025, suitable for both new collectors entering the hobby and seasoned numismatists specializing in Swedish coinage. Looking forward, several factors will influence the ongoing market value and collector interest in this coin: survival rate and condition. With each passing year, fewer coins remain in mint or near mint condition. This natural attrition increases the rarity of high-grade specimens and can slowly push prices upward. Collector demand. Interest in Scandinavian coins fluctuates with market trends, economic conditions, and demographic changes. Should Swedish coins gain popularity among global collectors, demand could increase. Discoveries of varieties or errors. Although none are currently documented, the discovery and authentication of previously unknown varieties or errors could enhance value dramatically. Metal prices. While the coin is primarily copper-nickel, significant rises in metal prices sometimes affect the melt value of coins. Though for this denomination and composition, this impact is minimal, historical and cultural. Interest. As more collectors seek coins with rich historical narratives, the sentimental and educational appeal of this coin may further bolster its desirability. If you are interested in acquiring or selling the 1978 Sweden 1 krona no mint mark coin, consider the following expert tips to maximize value and ensure authenticity. Always assess the grade carefully. The coin's condition directly influences price. Seek coins that have sharp details, clear inscriptions, and no major surface damage. Avoid coins that have been harshly cleaned or altered, as this typically reduces value. When possible, obtain professional grading from recognized agencies to enhance buyer confidence. Compare prices on active marketplaces and completed sales to gauge current market trends. For sellers, provide high-quality images and thorough descriptions to attract serious buyers. 4. Buyers, purchase from reputable dealers or collectors with strong feedback. The 1978 Sweden 1 krona coin with no mint mark is a fascinating piece that combines historical significance with practical numismatic appeal. While it is not a rare coin by mintage or known error status, its role as a standard-bearer of Swedish currency during the reign of King Carl XVI Gustav makes it an essential collectible for those interested in Scandinavian numismatics. In 2025, its market value remains modest but stable, with potential premiums for coins preserved in exceptional condition. Whether you are seeking to build a comprehensive collection or simply appreciate historical currency, this coin offers both value and story. The 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin, particularly the variant that some refer to as the no mint mark version. We'll explore the history of this coin, examine the claim of a no mint mark variant, discuss its rarity and what makes it valuable, and ultimately provide an overview of its current market value in 2025. If you are a collector, or just curious about world coins, this detailed breakdown will help you better understand this specific coin and what to watch out for if you come across one in your collection. The 1 krona coin from Sweden, issued in 1981, belongs to a long tradition of Swedish coinage. Under the reign of King Carl XVI Gustav, the king ascended to the throne in 1973, and during his reign, Sweden produced many commemorative and circulating coins featuring his likeness. The 1981 1 krona coin features the king's portrait on the obverse side. The inscription around the portrait includes the king's name and title. On the reverse side, you'll find the crowned lesser coat of arms of Sweden along with the denomination 1 kr and the motto for Sverige, I Tiden, which means, for Sweden, with the times. The coin is struck from a copper-nickel plated copper alloy, giving it a durable yet attractive appearance. This coin has a diameter of approximately 25 mm and weighs close to 7 grams. Its edge is reeded, which was a common feature to prevent coin clipping or shaving, a practice historically used to steal precious metal from coins. In terms of production, the 1981 issue of this coin was minted in the millions, reflecting its role as a widely circulated coin in Sweden's economy at the time. The mintage number is well over 60 million, making it a very common coin in terms of sheer numbers. Before we dive into the mystery of the no mint mark coin, it's important to understand what mint marks are and why they matter. A mint mark is a small letter or symbol placed on a coin to indicate which minting facility produced the coin. Mint marks are crucial for collectors because they can help identify the origin, sometimes the quality, and even the rarity of certain coin issues. For Swedish coins, mint marks usually indicate which mint master or which mint facility struck the coin. In the case of the 1981 1 krona, the mint mark typically consists of the initials or symbols representing the mint location. Swedish mints commonly used marks such as EU or simply U, which correspond to specific mints or mint masters active at the time. Mint marks can be subtle and may be located near the date or along the edge of the coin, requiring careful inspection to identify. Now, let's talk about the intriguing claim surrounding the 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin, that there exists a version with no mint mark. The story of a no mint mark variety has circulated among collectors and online forums for years, often sparking debate and curiosity. But when we look closely at official mint records, numismatic catalogs, and surviving coins, there is no definitive evidence to confirm that the Swedish mint officially produced a 1981 1 krona without a mint mark. Most of the so-called no mint mark coins turn out to be misreadings or coins where the mint mark has been worn away due to circulation, damage, or cleaning. The mint marks on this series are small and can become faint, especially after decades of use. Another possibility is that some coins may have suffered minting errors, such as weak strikes or die issues that cause the mint mark to appear partially or fully missing. However, these coins are extremely rare and usually recognized as mint errors rather than an official mint mark omission. Therefore, anyone claiming to have a genuine no mint mark 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin should approach the claim with caution and seek expert authentication to verify its legitimacy. Given the high mintage of the 1981 1 krona coin, it is not considered rare in the general sense. Millions of these coins were struck and circulated throughout Sweden, meaning many specimens survive today in varying conditions. However, the key to rarity in coin collecting is often the condition or grade rather than just the number of coins produced. Many 1981 1 krona coins that have been in circulation for decades show heavy wear, scratches, loss of detail, and surface marks. Finding one in a pristine, uncirculated state is considerably more difficult and therefore more valuable. Collectors who focus on Scandinavian coins or World Coin series may value this coin for completing their sets. For these enthusiasts, coins with sharper details, clear mint marks, and well-preserved surfaces are highly sought after. Error coins, including those with faint or missing mint marks due to striking issues, can be of interest but must be thoroughly authenticated and graded. When it comes to determining the value of the 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin, several important factors come into play. First and foremost is the coin's condition or grade. This is typically measured on a scale from poor, good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, to uncirculated or mint state. The better the condition, the higher the value. A well-preserved coin with full detail on the king's portrait and the coat of arms will command a premium over one that is worn and barely readable. Next is the mint mark status. Since all officially issued 1981 coins carry a mint mark, a coin without one would be unusual and may attract extra attention if verified. However, coins that appear to lack mint marks often have other issues such as wear or cleaning damage. Another factor is the presence of any errors or anomalies. Coins struck with errors, such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or missing details, can be more valuable if they are confirmed by experts and recognized in numismatic literature. The rarity of high-grade specimens is also critical. Because most coins in circulation have suffered wear, high-grade examples are naturally scarcer, making them desirable to collectors. Finally, market demand influences value. Interest from collectors, trends in Scandinavian coin collecting, and general economic conditions such as inflation and precious metal prices can affect what buyers are willing to pay. In 2025, the 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin remains a popular but generally affordable collectible. Coins that show clear wear and average circulation quality typically trade for a modest amount, often less than $1. They are widely available and do not command high premiums. For coins in better condition, very fine or extremely fine grades, prices can rise, with coins valued around $1 to $2, sometimes slightly more depending on the quality of preservation. Uncirculated coins, which are difficult to find due to the coin's age and widespread circulation, can sell for several dollars, with prices ranging from $5 to $10 or more. These higher values depend heavily on collector interest and certification from grading services. Regarding the no mint mark variety, since there is no confirmed official release, any coins claimed to be such should be examined carefully. If authenticated as a genuine mint error or unique variant, they could attract significant collector interest and command a premium. Without authentication, however, such coins hold little more value than a typical circulated coin. If you have or are considering purchasing a 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin, here are some important tips. Examine the coin closely under magnification to identify the mint mark clearly. If the mint mark is faint or missing, assess whether this is due to wear or damage. Pay attention to the coin's condition. Coins with less wear, clean surfaces, and sharp details are always more valuable. Beware of cleaning or polishing, as these can reduce a coin's value significantly. Natural toning and patina are usually preferred by collectors. If you believe you have an unusual variety such as a no mint mark coin, seek professional authentication from a reputable coin grading service. This will provide certainty about the coin's legitimacy and can increase its market value. When buying, check recent sales rather than asking prices to get a realistic idea of current market value. To sum up, the 1981 Sweden 1 krona coin is a widely produced and commonly found coin with a rich history. While the idea of a no mint mark variant is intriguing, there is no concrete evidence that such an official version exists. Most examples are clearly marked, and condition remains the biggest factor in determining value. In today's market, this coin offers collectors an affordable opportunity to own a piece of Swedish numismatic history, especially if they can find one in excellent condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, understanding the details of this coin will help you make better decisions and appreciate the fascinating world of coins. The 1999 Sweden 1 krona coin, specifically the variety without a mint mark. This particular version sparks curiosity among collectors, raising questions about its rarity, history, potential value, and significance in today's market, especially in 2025. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a newcomer interested in Scandinavian coins, or someone who simply wants to learn more about what makes certain coins valuable, this comprehensive exploration will give you the full picture. So, let's begin by understanding the background of the 1 krona coin in Sweden, what mint marks signify, and why their absence can affect a coin's desirability. The 1 krona coin is a cornerstone of Swedish currency, dating back to the 19th century when Sweden established the krona as its official monetary unit. Over the decades, the 1 krona coin has undergone several design changes, material compositions, and minting techniques reflecting both Sweden's cultural heritage and technological advances in coin production. By the late 20th century, the 1 krona coin was primarily a circulation coin made of copper nickel, designed to be durable for everyday use. The obverse typically featured a profile of King Carl XVI Gustav, Sweden's reigning monarch since 1973, symbolizing continuity and national identity. The reverse displayed traditional national emblems such as the crowned coat of arms with the 3 crowns, emblematic of the Swedish kingdom. In 1999, the coin was minted in vast quantities, exceeding tens of millions, as part of regular currency circulation. The production was mainly centralized in Sweden's main minting facility, and standard coins bore a mint mark identifying the origin of their manufacture. Mint marks serve multiple purposes. They help track production batches, assist in quality control, and allow collectors to distinguish between different minting sources. A mint mark is a small letter, symbol, or insignia stamped on a coin, signifying the mint where the coin was produced. For many coin collectors, the presence or absence of a mint mark can dramatically influence a coin's rarity and value. In Swedish coinage, mint marks have been traditionally used on certain issues, often a single letter like B indicating the main mint. However, in some years or specific production runs, coins may have been struck without a mint mark, either deliberately as a trial, during transitional periods, or unintentionally due to production anomalies. The absence of a mint mark on a coin that normally carries one is significant because it suggests a limited run or a variant that might not have entered widespread circulation. Such variants are often considered errors or special issues and can attract collector interest if authenticated. Focusing specifically on the 1999 Sweden 1 krona, the standard issue coins carried the expected mint marks consistent with Swedish minting practices. However, there exists a discussion among numismatists about a no mint mark variant from this year. This variant, which lacks the usual mint mark, is rarely seen and is often surrounded by debate regarding its authenticity, rarity, and value, due to the extremely high mintage numbers of the regular 1999 1 krona coins. Finding a no mint mark specimen is uncommon, suggesting it could be either a minting error, a trial strike, or a very limited production batch. These variants are fascinating because they provide a glimpse into the complexities of minting operations and the occasional irregularities that occur. Collectors interested in such variants are drawn by the prospect that these coins might be significantly more valuable than their standard counterparts due to their scarcity and uniqueness. The 1999 1 krona coin is composed primarily of copper nickel, a durable alloy suited for the rigors of circulation. The coin weighs approximately 7 grams and measures around 25 millimeters in diameter, giving it a substantial feel typical of mid-sized coins. The coin's edge is reeded, a common feature used to prevent counterfeiting and discourage clipping. On the obverse, King Carl XVI Gustav's portrait is finely detailed, surrounded by inscriptions including his name and the year of minting. The reverse features the Swedish national coat of arms with the 3 crowns motif, symbolizing the monarchy and Swedish heritage, along with the denomination 1 krona. When examining a no mint mark variant, the key difference lies in the absence of the usual mint mark, which is typically located near the edge or under the portrait on the obverse side. This absence is subtle but distinct to trained eyes and collectors familiar with the standard coin design. The standard 1999 1 krona is considered common due to its very high mintage. It is not particularly rare in circulated or even uncirculated conditions. However, the no mint mark version represents a potential rarity, as such coins may have been produced in very limited quantities or represent an error variant. For collectors, rarity is not just about low mintage numbers. It is also about the story and uniqueness of the coin. A no mint mark 1999 1 krona may be appealing because it breaks the mold of what was expected in regular circulation coins. However, since there are very few confirmed specimens, and because the existence of this variant is not widely documented in official catalogs, its true rarity and status remain topics of investigation and debate. As with any coin, the rarity must be balanced against condition. Even a rare no-mint mark coin will have diminished value if it is heavily worn or damaged. Conversely, a well-preserved example in mint state or proof condition can command significantly higher interest and value. Turning to valuation, the standard 1999 1 krona coin typically has modest market value due to its abundance and base metal composition. Most circulated examples are valued between a fraction of a dollar and a few dollars at best. Uncirculated examples or those in exceptional condition may command a slight premium, sometimes reaching several dollars. However, this remains within a reasonable range for modern base metal coins. The no-mint mark variant, assuming it is authentic, carries the potential for a much higher valuation. Given the scarcity and collector interest in minting anomalies, such coins may sell for multiples of the standard coin's value, possibly reaching into the tens or even low hundreds of dollars if demand is strong and specimens are verified. In 2025, the coin collecting market continues to evolve. Factors such as condition rarity, certification by professional grading services, and proven provenance heavily influence value. Market trends also play a role, with collector enthusiasm for Scandinavian coins growing, but still limited compared to classic or precious metal coins. It is important for buyers and sellers to approach valuation realistically. While the no-mint mark 1999 1 krona may be worth significantly more than the standard coin, it is not a guarantee of high value unless the coin's authenticity and condition are established. Given the potential value difference, authentication and grading are essential steps for anyone possessing or interested in acquiring a no-mint mark 1999 1 krona. Authentication involves confirming that the coin truly lacks the mint mark as part of its original minting, rather than as a result of damage, alteration, or counterfeit. Expert examination often includes detailed magnification, metal analysis, and comparison with known examples. Grading assesses the coin's condition, ranging from heavily worn to pristine mint state. Professional grading services provide standardized assessments, which are highly respected in the market and help ensure transparency and buyer confidence. For the no-mint mark variant, submission to a reputable grading service is highly recommended to maximize its market potential and avoid disputes over authenticity. The 1999 Sweden 1 krona coin without a mint mark stands as an intriguing numismatic curiosity. While the standard 1999 1 krona is a common circulation coin with modest value, the no-mint mark variant could represent a rare and valuable piece if properly authenticated. Collectors should approach this coin with both enthusiasm and caution. Proper research, expert consultation, and professional grading are essential before making any investment decisions. If you happen to own or find such a variant, it is worth having it evaluated to uncover its true potential. Thank you for watching this in-depth exploration of the 1999 Sweden 1 krona no-mint mark coin. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and comment with your experiences or questions about Swedish coins or other numismatic topics. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious.